Hey guys, it's Carnivore Kip. I'm about to swallow my pride and talk about something that for me is pretty embarrassing to talk about or to discuss with you guys. So last year, some of my subscribers, they banded together and me and my wife as well, and we were able to purchase some exercise equipment. And I have some back here, like I have a weight bench. My wife bought the bench. One of my subscribers bought this. A different subscriber bought this that I could learn to lift with. Someone bought some power blocks so that I can do dumbbell stuff with, kettlebells, things like that. And see, now I have this equipment, right? But what I'm embarrassed to admit is I don't fully know how to use everything. So, where that comes from is growing up, I didn't grow up in a family that went to the gym. I didn't grow up in a family that cared about working out or health or anything like that. And I've never even been to high school, so I was never in like some high school weightlifting program, some, sport in high school or something. I played pee-wee football and played just a touch in middle school, and we didn't take anything serious, and then I quit school in the 8th grade. So I've never been to high school in my life. So where does that leave me? I don't know a good exercise program. Last year I started, and the reason I'm discussing this is because I'm getting more in a mindset where I feel like I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to start using these tools and build the future that I know that I can. For me and for my family, not for vanity reasons, but for health reasons, to be healthy and to gain strength and gain muscle and all those things, which are important. But I don't even know a good exercise program. So, and I can't go throwing tons of money. I don't have this tons of extra income laying around for one, I live in a small town. It's not like there's a million trainers around here. So I can't go throwing money at fancy trainers. And it's not like I live in New York City or Chicago where there's trainers on every corner. I live in rural South Alabama. So if anybody knows any programs, maybe they're free programs that are good for, like, you have gym equipment. Because right now this is hanging my hat. My hat is hanging on this. And I don't want that. I feel like such a loser because my hat is laying on this right here that someone helped me get. And I'm supposed to be using this for greatness. But so last year I started trying to do different things. I was watching a YouTube video and trying to work out with people, and then I didn't want to watch the same video over and over, so I was just trying to do my own thing, and I feel like I was just throwing shots in the dark. And one day I was lifting and I moved weird and I got down on my back. Like I felt something like tweak in my back, and it scared me. It was for like a week. I was like, it was bothering me. And then after that, it became hard to get back into lifting. I keep telling myself, well, what about your shoulder? Because I do have a bad shoulder, guys, and that worries me. And like, I don't want to be lifting and then hurt my shoulder, which thankfully this bench has these bars on it that if the weight comes down, it wouldn't hurt me. It would fall on this instead of me. That was one of the things that my wife wanted me to get, because if I'm going to work out in here and listen to music, there's not going to be someone here to be a spotter all the time. I have to trust the equipment and try not to do anything stupid. So, like I said, I was eating carnivore, doing great. And then I was like, man, let's start lifting weights. But I didn't know where to start. And so that's where I'm at right now too. Like, I don't know because I know everybody and their brother's trying to sell these different programs, and I don't know which one's the best or which one is the best for me, which one I should be starting, and which one's a gimmick, which one's legit. So if any of you work out that know just a good routine or a good, with what I have, basically dumbbells. I cannot do push-ups. I weigh too much to do push-ups, but I can lift with the bar, do bench press, and I was learning how to do rows or backwards rows or something like that, and squats. I could not do a normal squat because of my shoulder. Like, this is literally me trying to go back with that shoulder. So I couldn't do a normal squat. So this is a specialty squat bar, so I can learn to do squat. The only problem is I don't have a whole lot of room in here to do that. I can do it, but I have to be careful not to hit like my computer desk and things like that. I know this isn't the normal video that I make, but it is embarrassing that I am 31 years old, and I feel like a lot of dudes already know, man, this is a great routine, this is a great this, that, and a lot of people come from fitness families and all this other stuff, but that's just not me, guys. I didn't come from that. I didn't come with all this knowledge of that stuff, and I have a super busy schedule, so like with work and a 3-year-old, but I want to fit something in, even if I can just do it 3 days a week. If I can do something 3 days a week and get some good results, as well as eating meat, because my InBody showed me recently that I put on 3 pounds of muscle, just under 3 pounds of muscle in the past couple months without lifting a single weight, just eating meat. So imagine the muscle I could gain, which would help me burn even more fat just by lifting some. Just by getting up and lifting. And I feel myself transitioning into that mindset of wanting to do it. But guys, I don't want this to be a thing where I get in it again, I'm gung-ho for a month and then flop. I want to slowly build up. I want something lasting. There's a guy that works where I work. We're not in the same department, but he talked about how he eventually fell in love with it. And that's what I would like to do. I would like to eventually fall in love with it. I know that there's going to be hard times working out and stuff like that, but I see these people that have a passion for it, and I would like to grow that. And I know it's not going to happen if I'm doing it the wrong way and hurting myself and all that. So if anybody has any pointers, any tips, I know this is a carnivore channel, but this is also just my health journey and the things that I struggle with, the anxieties that I have, my frustrations, my mind goes all over the place sometimes. But I would definitely appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate any advice. I know that not all of you are doctors and not all of you are whatever, but you all do have a voice and you all do have different experiences and things that have worked for you and things that have not worked for you. I'd appreciate that. Maybe I could see multiple people recommending the same thing, and that might jump out to me like, man, maybe there's something to that. Multiple people have said that, so I'd appreciate you leave a comment if you got advice or tips, anything like that to help me on this part of the journey of building muscle, gaining strength, and losing more weight, because I'm tired of being in like stalls. I've stalled out and just been like frustrated over it. That's frustrating. And I know that exercise would be beneficial. Building muscle would definitely. There's no way building muscle is going to hurt me. There's no way building muscle is going to hurt me as long as I do it the right way and, be careful with my movements and all that stuff. So if you see this and you're like, man, I got just the thing for him, let me know. Thank you so much. I truly, truly mean that. Thank you so much. So if this video wasn't your style and you'd want to see one of my regular carnivore videos, something like that, It's either gonna be over yonder or over yonder. It's gonna be in one of these corners somewhere. But check out that video. And I recently did a video where I went on a grocery haul for our carnivore meetup that's in 2 weeks. And I'm super excited about that carnivore meetup. Get to hang out with some of you guys, and some of us are actually going to walk there. We're going to walk a 5K, and it's going to be exciting. I'm going to try to walk a 5K. I'm also going to be cooking and manning the pit, so we're going to see how all that works itself out. But anyway, check out that video if you'd rather just a normal carnivore video. And don't forget the tips if any of you have tips. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe. God bless you. I'll catch y'all on the next one.